Good Monday morning, everyone. I'm Connie Douglas from Great Stamping with Connie, and I'm coming to you from my craft studio in Wasaga Beach, Ontario, Canada. So, welcome. This is Monday Motivation. As we move through the month of December, I hope to inspire you to craft. I'm not doing Christmas today, but they are suggesting that the postal workers are going back to work as early as tomorrow. And then it might take a few days for things to clear through. But if you are planning to send Christmas cards from Canada, it's coming soon. So if you don't have them ready, now is the time. Get on it. Okay, so I did brush my hair. Honest, it's doing the wild thing this morning. I don't know what's up, but maybe I slept funny. Anyway, welcome. Monday morning and December 16th. Already we're past the midpoint. And I heard on the radio, 10 days till Christmas. It's like 10 days, that's not very long. So it's coming. Hopefully you're ready or close to ready. But anyway, let's move on from those scary thoughts, shall we? If you are on here joining me, do say hello. Let me know that you're here or that you are watching. And I think that I am going to hop right down to the crafting area so that I can show you a couple of things. So this is the new mini catalog. And if you are on my email list, the Sunday email that went out yesterday, on Sunday, uh, had a little bit of discussion about the mini catalog starting and celebration and all those things, and asked if you would like a paper copy. So if you would like a paper copy, I will be mailing them from here. I did not use the Stampin' Up! Automatic mailing this time because of the postal strike, because I knew that things were going to get backlogged and I didn't know when they were going back to work. And Stampin' Up! Does send them bulk mail, which is the lowest priority. So I just thought, you know what, that is just not going to work well. So I have catalogs here, and I am more than happy to send you a paper copy of this fine catalog. I cannot show you what's in here just yet, but I will tell you that there are some lovely things in there. We're going to use uh, one of the bundles today. And so I will show you that. I can show you the actual product that I own, and I can show you cards that I make. I can't show you the inside just yet. So wait for my catalog kickoff, which brings me to my second point. I had said that I was going to do it on Monday, January the 6th, and it occurred to me that uh, people may not have their catalogs by then. And I can't show you the catalog on January the 6th because I cannot open this and show you the inside until it actually goes live on the Tuesday, the next day. So I'm going to move my catalog kickoff to the following week. I believe it is the 13th. 12th, 13th. No, 13th. Yes. So Monday, January 13th, I will do a catalog kickoff, and I will show you a number of different projects using things from the mini catalog, as well as celebration items. And I will be able to show you what's in here so you can see the full 9 yards, whether I'm using the products or not. So that just seemed to make a little bit more sense. So I have mentioned celebration a couple of times here. You will also hear it referred to as or when I send something, I might say SAB, celebration. This is the biggest sale Stampin' Up! Has all year long, and it is awesome. This brochure, and again, I cannot show you the inside, but I can show you that, there's all these pages in here filled with products that you could earn and get absolutely free. So for every $75 that you spend, you may select something from in here. And there's items that have a $75 order value, and there are some items that have a $150 order value. So if you spend $150, you could get one of those double items, or you could get two of the 75 value order value items. Choice is completely yours. but there's some really great stuff in here as well. And there's some products in Celebration that coordinate products from the mini catalog. How fun is that? This has everything though. This has stamp set and dies and kits and embellishments and ribbon and designer series paper. Like it is all in here. So get ready to make your wish list. And I will show you a whole bunch of this stuff on January the 13th. Okay, moving on. Let's show you what we're using today. Today, we are going to use one of the bundles from the new mini catalog. It's called Beautiful Butterflies. And it is lovely. It's butterflies. How can you not love butterflies? But we've got this lovely detailed one, larger, and this detailed one, smaller. We've got stamps to fill in color on the wings. We got a little butterfly. We've got some great sentiments here. Time to celebrate. Just a plain hello. Going to use that one today because how handy is that? Happy birthday. So thankful. There's a for you. So happy birthday. Maybe not for you. Hello. So thankful for you. That would work. Or you could just say for you. You know, here's a card for you. Anyway, that is the stamp set that we will use. It has a die set that is wonderful, and I haven't lost, but somewhere over here I have one more die that cuts out this large butterfly, and that here we go. Here it is. It was hiding, and I embossed something right at the end, and so now I don't have the folder here, but I will show you that this is what the embossing folder does. Isn't that lovely? Look at that look at those butterflies and the little speckles, like just so much texture and interest going on here that you got to love it. But this is also a hybrid embossing folder. If you haven't used those, in the embossing folder, you are going to put this die and it will fit right in. And then when you emboss, goes this way, and cut, it will go right there and it will cut out the butterfly. So now I have an embossed and die cut butterfly. And that's just one run through the cut and emboss machine. Quick and easy. It does double duty. And then if you've used, I mean, you could use a piece of cardstock that is just this size, but if you've used something larger, you can go back and cut out some of these butterflies to use to decorate things, or even just a strip with texture on it. Or you can make this the backing for your card. Okay, lots of things you can do with the negative, shall we say. Now, I'm not going to use that for today's card. I am going to use the cutout, though. You might be wondering what this funky looking die is. And this die, don't know whether you'll be able to see on camera, but okay, so there's a cutting blade. You can see that. And there's a cutting blade. But can you see in between? There is no cutting blade. So this will create a fold in your card. Okay, you can put this right at the top fold area and it won't cut it. It will leave it attached, and then you can do shaped cards. More fun and exciting times to be had with this. Okay, so that's it for the dies for now, the embossing folder and the stamp set. And perhaps we should craft, shall we? Oh, no, we should not. Well, we should, and we will. Also in this suite, there is this beautiful, I had to double check the pronunciation. So I went to dictionary.com where they say the words for you. This is bouquet paper. It's pronounced almost like a bouquet of flowers, but it's spelt differently. But it is the blurry look of lights reflecting in photography. It's a technique. And so that's what inspired this paper. So that's all of the bouquet pages with that. And then on the back, we have some sort of splattery colors and things. Some plain, some mixed colors. Like, how pretty is all of this, right? And I was going to use some of this today, but then I wanted to use the embossing folder and I did it on a large piece because the butterfly is fairly large. So we won't be using the designer series paper today, but we will definitely use it this week. Okay, Highland Heather, standard card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. And I am just going to fold that in half. And I'm going to do my card landscape today. Just, just for something different. So I have already run this piece of cardstock, 5.25 by 4, and it's gorgeous grape. So I've run that through the embossing folder to get this butterfly here. And we're going to use that on our card base with this guy. Okay. Now, that would be lovely, but we have to make this more lovely. You can do a million different things with this. You could get out your water pencils, your blender pens, your Stampin' Blends, your Stampin' Write markers. There's all sorts of ways that you could add color to the top of this. For today, we are just going to add some Wink of Stella sparkle. So I am just going to come in and go over these raised pieces. You can do techniques in the embossing folder as well. But for this one, I had die cut it and we'll add the sparkle on top. So sorry, I should have actually started this before I went live, but guess what? I didn't. So here we are, and I will just do it now. And so if you don't have Wink of Stella in your toolbox, you need it. It's not really a tool, but it is ever so handy just to have to pull out on a whim, to add just a little sparkle here and there, or all over as I'm doing here. And you could add just some of this to some of the larger raised areas or the central raised areas. You don't have to do the whole butterfly as I am doing, but it's glitter. It's almost like adding gems. Like, there's no such thing as too much or too many or any of that. So I am doing the whole butterfly. So almost done. Okay, so now I will hold this up to the camera. Hopefully, can you see? There we go. Look at that. Woo! Morning, Claire. Thanks for stopping by. We're playing with the Wink of Stella, so we're all excited. Well, I'm all excited. Hopefully everybody else is getting excited too, because it is just, well, it's Wink of Stella. How can you not love it? Oh my goodness. Look at that. Just look at that shimmer. It's subtle, but it is absolutely there, and it just adds so much as when you give this card to someone and they're moving it around, they're going to see the shimmer of that. So just lovely. Okay, the next thing I want to do in the dies, there are also these little guys, a little body and the antenna. So I am going to just secure that to the body. And I was going to leave the tops up, but I think I'm going to glue it all down. I'm going to give a little bit of lift to our butterfly, but I think this whole body part will just stick down. Oh, there we go. Put this right onto his, whoops, move them up. There we go. right onto his body there. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is come back with my bone folder and just kind of give this just a little bit of a curve. You know how you do curling ribbon? It's that kind of thing, just to give it a little bit of lift so that when I put it down, I'm only going to put adhesive here. And then can you see the wings have lift? I could actually, I guess I could put him right onto dimensionals. Maybe we'll do that. We'll put some dimensionals right down his body. And that will give him, he'll have a little bit of a curve and he'll have some lift. So he, she, I don't know. How do you know whether it's a he or a she in the butterfly world? I have no clue. I don't know whether they're like birds. Are they like birds? Does anybody know? Does anybody know these things? That the male butterfly is the one with all the lovely color. I actually don't know. It's, you hear that about birds. I've never actually heard that about butterflies, but then I've not really heard anything about butterflies. So the dimensionals seem to not be sticking that well. I don't know what the deal is with that. Give them an extra squish. Some stuff down. There we go. And we'll give them another squish when we put it on here. So I am putting this right over the embossed part. Okay, so the embossed butterfly was right underneath there. You can see the edge of it there. But then there is lift to our butterfly and just the slightest curl to the wings. Okay, then we need a sentiment. And as I mentioned, I'm just going to use hello. And I think I cut this at 1 inch because this seemed fairly tall, but we'll see when we stamp it. Sometimes when you stamp it, you don't need it quite as tall as you thought. So we'll see what we get here. And I think I'm going to go to this end. Might cut some banners in this, so leave a little bit of space. There we go. Hello. Oh, hello. Hello will be a great card for any occasion. Hello, let's celebrate that the mail is moving again. You can mail someone a card just because you can mail someone a card. Okay, I'm going to bring in my paper snips, and I'm not sure at this point how long I want this. So I'm going to go long for the moment. And you'll notice, look, that's almost perfectly in half. So if I mess this one up, I can do another one. And I don't think I want my banner quite as deep as all of that. So I'm actually coming from the side here as opposed to the corner. There we go. And my thought, because I have another little butterfly, my thought was that I would put another one on. So let's build this guy. Here's another body piece, smaller for the smaller butterflies. This is another one of the dies. I don't know whether you noticed that on the sheet or not, but there's the big guy and there's a detailed large guy, and then there's a small guy and small detailed butterflies. So there's lots of different butterflies that you can cut out with these dies, in addition to the shaped card and the hybrid embossing folder. So lots of stuff going on with this one. Okay, and we're just, oh, look, I should not have put glue on the antenna for this one, or perhaps even his whole body. So I'm gonna have to grab this guy and set him over here because this one doesn't go. There's not full on backing for this guy. So I just want to kind of wipe some of that extra glue off because I was not exactly paying attention there. But then I thought, oh, maybe it should go the other way. Right? He's cute though. Oh my gosh, I like him. So I was thinking, this was my thought, something like this. I think that'll work, actually. I think I like it. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave this as a knot banner end. I'll pop this up on dimensionals. I am down to the final bits of all of the sheets that I gathered. So I will soon have to go into my for real stash and pull out a new package of dimensionals. Do you find it exciting when you start a fresh sheet and they're all, it's all full, and then you start to create patterns? You create patterns, or do you go in rows? Everybody's different. Some people are very random with how they use their dimensionals. Some people are very organized. There is, of course, no right or wrong. They are all sticky bits. And I guess the most important message is that when you use all the ones from the middle, make sure you use the edges too. They are totally totally wonderful dimensionals. They work just as well as any of the others. So a little bit of glue. I'm going to put this guy down flat. Could pop him up, but we're just going to go flat, right there, dangling off the edge just a tiny bit. And then we will put this onto our card piece. Now this is fairly heavy, fairly deep embossing. So you want to use liquid glue, and you want to kind of do still very thin because it will still ooze out. But it's a good idea to, cover a lot of territory just so that it has lots of opportunity to stick down because it is so deeply embossed. I don't know why I'm struggling to get this straight today. I'm not doing the best job there. Okay, there we go. Get that a nice press. Trying not to press all my butterfly bits down. And then for gems, we have these. So look at this. This just like is almost breathtaking, right? And I'd tell you what these are, but I think it's written on the lid here. Let's see. They're part of the Beautiful Butterfly suite. They're called, Itty Bitty Bouquet Mix. So coordinates with the paper and wonderful. I'm going to use them just to embellish my card here, but shaker cards. Can you say shaker cards? Yeah, we'll be doing those, won't we? Okay, so I'm just gonna come in here with a whole bunch of sequins, I think. We're just gonna add these all over the place to decorate, maybe even one up there. I hope that's not too many because I've just put glue in all those spots. But and then I'm just going to use my take your pick tool to pick these up and set them down. A lot of putty coming out the end of this right now. Perhaps a little more than is ideal, but as long as I can get my finger down. Now, some of these are a little tiny, but I'd kind of like to use this color. It's very small. Whoops. There we go. So this does take a little bit of patience for this part, but once you're finished, it will look lovely. At least that's my hope. I hope I don't have too many dots going on here. I think it's just going to be very almost festive, right? Lots of sparkle, lots of bling, lots of we got these guys sticking to the edges of the putty instead of the top of the putty. But there's something, what's going on? This feels different. This feels like some sort of a dot. I hadn't noticed those in there. It's not a flat sequin. I'm going to leave him out and take a look at him after. I'll stick with the flat guys for this card. Almost done. It's a lot of little dots. I hope when I stand back and look at it, I'm happy with it. We will see in a moment because I'm getting very close. One more purple one. Okay. Oh, I don't think it's too much. I think it's lovely. Nice when it works out okay, isn't it? So there we go. Look at that. Isn't that like, if you know someone who likes butterflies, and there's a lot of people that do, a lot of people, a butterfly, because butterflies sort of signal or symbolize transformation and growth and all those sorts of things. It's very meaningful for a number of people, and they have selected butterflies sort of as their icon, I'm not sure what you call it, their symbol, anyway, something that becomes very meaningful to them. And so if you know anyone like that, you could send them this card and just sparkle up their day. What fun is that? I'm not sure what this is. It's almost like a little bead. It's lovely, but I don't know that those are in there. There might be some in there, but it will work in there in a shaker card. It would be fine, but not so much for decorating the front of my card, I don't think. So there we go. Alrighty, before we leave here, well, we're not going to leave here. I'm just going to add me back in. There we go. I am back. Card number 1. I will be back on Wednesday at 4 p.m. and Thursday at 7 p.m. Both are Eastern times. And I will share 2 more projects with you. And if you would like a kit to make these, simply place an order in my online store for a minimum of $45 using this host code. And when you do that, I will send you the kit to make the 3 projects that I share this week. And if your order is over $75, I will send you I usually say a package of gems, but maybe we should send a package of these, and then you could make shaker cards and you could use them to just put sparkle everywhere on your cards. So let's do that this week. And if you share I will put your name in to send you one of the cards that I make this week, because soon I will be able to do that for real, as opposed to I didn't keep track of all of that during the postal strike. I did keep track of everybody that placed an order, and your kits will go out as soon as I can, as soon as I hear that the mail is moving. But I wasn't sending the cards just to acknowledge you helping me by sharing my videos. So starting this week, if you share any of my videos, your name will go in a draw, and I will send you one of these. You know they're going to be beautiful cards that we make this week, right? They are going to be fun and lovely, and butterflies and glimmer and glitter and shine and sparkle and all those good things. Okay. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope we have started your week with some crafting inspiration. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope that you will join me again Wednesday afternoon at 4 p.m. Okay. Take care, everyone. We'll see you all again really soon. Bye for now.